Good morning, Willowwood. Welcome to September the 15th, 2020. I hope you're all staying safe and staying healthy. I also hope that you're ready for the Willowwood News. Your host, Hillary.
Good. Wow, good morning. We have really upped our game here at the Willowwood News. Let me just shut off the beautiful Renaissance music that I was playing in the background. Hopefully you guys have started your research on Renaissance music, and it's, you know, huge influence on today's music that you listen to. So good morning to everyone. Hope everyone is having a fabulous Tuesday morning, and it is September 5th today. So let me just make sure you can see me here. I'm angled well. You see my WWN behind me, and we're gonna start this morning with O Canada. So if you could please stand for O Canada. Here we go. So I just want to make sure the sound is up here. Okay, over time, here we go. Sound up, O Canada. Okay.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Qu'accompagner pour il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. Par qui par là
So I'm a little emotional after that O Canada. Not sure if anyone else felt the same there, but you know, I always say this to my own class, and just to really appreciate the fact that we live in a country where you can be exactly who you are and be proud of it. And I hope that everyone feels that way, not only living in Canada, but being at Willowwood. And I think that that's what makes Willowwood extra special. Siobhan, I'm doing it. No, we can't do right now. Questions will be held for after. All right, because with no further ado, we need to find out what the weather is like today, because I know it started off really cold, and I'm hoping it's going to warm up. So let's see what Jen has to say.
It wouldn't let me unmute you. Sorry.
We didn't
Let's see. I think Jen, are we having some technical difficulties here? Oh, I see. Her name is Weather. I get it here. All right. I have, oh my gosh.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be a very nice sunny day today, but it's a little bit chilly. Make sure you wear a sweatshirt at recess. Only a high of 17. Now back to Hillary.
Thank you, Hannah Rose. That was awesome. Let me just make sure that I got Jen is muted. That was, it looked so realistic. I can't believe that like truly was not satellited in from City Pulse News. So now that I'm looking, Jordan, do you mind just getting the front lights, just because I see I'm really dark here. It looks like, never mind, it looks like I'm in, oh my gosh, much better. Thank you, Jordan. Full screen, I can. Here we go. All right. Thanks for that, Hannah Rose, and Jen, you're a little helper there. So we know the weather. Now we got to find out what's happening in sports. So we are going to head to Jason for sports. Let's see. All right, Jason.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Willowwood World of Sports. A few things today. The Dallas Stars are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals after an overtime thriller against the Las Vegas Golden Knights last night. A couple of big games in the NBA tonight as well. Miami takes on Boston in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. And it's what's sure to be a thrilling Game 7. Kawhi and the Clippers look to knock off Canadian Jamal Murray and the Denver Nuggets. So that should be a good game as well. The NFL is now underway, and we'll monitor to see if that league can complete its season without shutting down, something that I think we'll have to see with all of the leagues, the NFL. And finally, a couple of stories out of the MLB. Albert Pujols has tied Willie Mays' home run record of 660 homers, good for 5th all time, which is quite an amazing feat. And the last piece of news I got for you is pretty interesting as well. A guy by the name of Steve Cohen agrees to purchase the New York Mets for reportedly $2.4 billion, making it the most anyone has paid for a sports franchise. Pretty crazy. Cohen is reportedly worth an estimated $14 billion, so I think he's going to be okay. Back to you, Hillary. That's today in the world of sports.
Thank you, Jason. You know, I was unfortunately, I was overbid by Stephen Cohen. Was that his name? He got me there, right? I almost had those Mets. Thank you to Jason. So Jason, I'm just going to make sure that, yeah, awesome. So, you know, I'm hoping, guys, that we will fill in our sports news with stuff that's happening around Willowwood. I'm really hoping that that will be the case, you know, over the next few months. But until then, although the Raptors are done, we've got the, you know, some baseball and football to get us through. Thanks, Jason, because I don't know much about those sports. All right, next we are going to go to Brian, who has this day in history. Let's see, Brian.
All right, thanks, Hillary. So on this day in 1821, several Central American countries, namely Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua, all declared their independence from the Spanish Empire. In 1916, tanks are used for the first time in history. And on this day in 1978, Muhammad Ali, the self-proclaimed greatest boxer of all time, defeats Leon Spinks to win a record 3rd World Heavyweight Championship. And finally, today is the International Day of Democracy. a time for us to be grateful that we live in a society where we can express our wants and needs to our government. And for older participants in Willowwood News, this is a day for us to be mindful of the importance of voting in elections. Hillary, back to you.
Thank you so much, Brian. You always fill our heads with facts that we will use and remember. Thank you, Brian, for that. So what I've tried to do, and the team here at WWN, Willowwood News, what we tried to do is to create a special theme of every day. And today is something I like to call, is there any special sound effect we could do for this? Taco Tuesday. And no, I will not be serving tacos to all of you for lunch, but it is taco, spelled T-A-L-K. Taco, get it? And it is going to be an interview with someone around the school. So our first interview today is with Melissa Grant. So I'm going to unmute you, Melissa Grant. And
hi, Hillary.
Hi, Melissa.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. So I think I already gave away the first question, but my question was, what is your name?
Well, my name is Melissa, as you said. Okay,
Great.
my last name is Grant.
Was it always Grant, or?
No, actually, when I started at Willowwood, it was actually Lewis, and it is now Grant.
Very interesting.
21 years later, it's now Grant.
Melissa, you just answered my second question, which was, how long have you worked at Willowwood?
Oh, okay. So I have worked at Willowwood for over 21 years.
Woo,
long time, Hills. Very
you
long
look
time.
21, so I'm not sure if you started right out the womb, but.
Too kind. I started when I was 2.
Well, I'm not surprised because you are a woman that can do it all. So I'm sure you did it all at 2 as well. Melissa, now we're a little bit confused because we know you used to be in foundations, but now we see you kind of walking around the school and checking to make sure everything's okay. What is your role this year?
So I'm still part of foundation. That has not changed. I'm still part of foundation, but I'm also in some administrative role as well.
Okay, all right. So if I have a problem, I should come to you, right?
You should come to me and Jill.
Now, Melissa, what was your favorite subject when you were a student in school?
Oh my goodness. My favorite subject, and it's still my favorite subject, I'd have to say English, but I also really like and enjoyed Spanish. So that's something you may not know about me, but English and Spanish.
I was gonna respond in some really amazing Spanish sentence, but I don't know any Spanish. So I think I've got to rewatch some Dora the Explorer. Yeah. No. Okay. Next.
Oh, that's good.
What is your favorite food, Melissa?
Okay, so I'm a huge foodie, but I will say that I have 2. It's really hard to pick just one. So I would say my favorite foods are Thai food and Greek food. And sushi's right up there too. So yeah, it's kind of hard.
All right. Well, when you want to go out for lunch, let me know because those are right at the top of my list, Melissa. All right.
Awesome.
And I have 2 more questions for you. One more is, who is your hero? Who is someone that you admire?
Someone that I admire, and
not me.
I would say admired. Not you this time, Hills, but I would say my mom. My mom played a very vital role in my life. I would say she's taught me to be kind because she exemplified kindness. She was always lending a hand to any and everyone, and she really taught me just how to love people. And so I would say my mom.
I know that she'd be so proud of you, Melissa, because you exemplify all of her qualities as well. So, little known fact, Melissa's actually my hero. So see the way it works? All right, and now Melissa, to reiterate the journal question that all of the students wrote this morning. If you could go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
I would actually say Israel. I would love to go to Israel. That would be one of my first choices. I would love to go to Israel. And my second choice would be, I would love to explore the continent of Africa. So Israel and the continent of Africa. I'd love to go every country.
Well, there you go. Israel's very close to Africa. So just a little short plane right away. All right.
Absolutely.
Melissa Grant, formerly Melissa Lewis, thank you so much for being our first ever guest on Taco Tuesday. Round of applause for Melissa.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Melissa.
Bye, guys. Have a great day. You're welcome. See you later.
Oh, just muted her up there. So that brings us to the end of our second day of WWN Willowwood News. Now, because Ty is busy moving, he was unable to tell us the joke of the day, but don't you worry, I came up with one. So the joke of the day is, why was the math book so sad? Does anybody know why was the math book so sad? Because it had so many problems. Woo! That will have me bent over in stitches for the rest of the day. Thank you. I see some claps there. Thank you. So on that note, guys, it is a beautiful sunny day. Wear your hats outside, get some fresh air and a mask break, and I will see you all in the halls. Goodbye for now. My outro music.